I got a ticket on Monday for not stopping for someone on the sidewalk. And it was a bit over the top because the girl was just stepping onto the sidewalk as I reached that point. So I was a little bit annoyed, and I was talking to someone about it, and she asked me, like, why are you so upset? And I said, it was just so petty, and now I've got to do traffic school. But it was actually a miracle because it brought back this memory of what I had gone through and what I've accomplished since coming to this country 35 years ago. I was living the dream in England. My husband had the fabulous job. I had a fabulous job. We went skiing every winter in Europe. We had summer vacations all over the world, and we were living our best life. And then the Berlin Wall came down, and they decided they didn't need the program that he was on. And so we came to live here. I was 7 months pregnant, and we actually lived in a trailer for 11 months while we built our house. And halfway through building the house, he was going to get laid off. So he took a job. He had to go to Cyprus to work. And I wasn't allowed to go because of security clearances. However, my daughter, I took her and we went to Cyprus on our British passports, and we lived there secretly for about 6 months. And I remember praying on the spot where Jesus was born in Israel that my husband would be home for Christmas. And as we got off the ship after this 3-day cruise, he told me, oh, I've got some news. They've found someone to replace me. My prayer was answered. Within 24 hours, my prayer was answered. Anyway, he came back to California. And after a couple of years, I realized that we had both changed so much and that my marriage was over. So we got divorced. I took my daughter to England. I took everything, all my furniture. And we lived in England for about 9 months. And I realized that she needed to be closer to her dad. So I moved everything back. My furniture should have had sky miles because it went backwards and forwards 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. But I had to go 100% in. When I went to England, I did it completely. And when I came back completely. But life was really hard. I was cleaning houses. I couldn't afford health insurance at that time. And I remember one day in particular, I was in my friend's garden waiting for my daughter to get home from school, and I forgot how to walk. I was so depleted and exhausted and stressed. I couldn't walk. And I remember saying to my friend, I can't walk. And I knew she was scared, but she didn't act scared. And she said to me, well, just put one foot in front of the other. And so I said, okay. And I walked into the house. And that was probably one of the lowest points I had. But from that point on, things started to get better and easier. And I learned all these different healing techniques. And I started to put things together in a format that I could share. I got offered a job. Well, I got offered actually an office in Santa Monica, and I started working. And I gave up cleaning, and I was able to support myself and my daughter. And I bought a condo by the beach, which was beautiful. It was tiny, but it was so beautiful. And it reminded me so much of England. And so I'm sharing this with you because sometimes miracles come in disguise. And the ticket I got the other day was actually a blessing because it reminded me of how far I've come and how much I can share with you and support you in making changes. And the changes I made and the way I started, I was cleaning houses when I started doing this work on myself. So you start where you are.